guys, it's Rena, and I just wanted to show you this little baby. She's so precious and teensy, you guys. Look at her, she fits in my hand. Yes, she does. Yes, she does. Uh-oh. What happened? I messed with her. She's mad. Okay, so I have had some things come to me that are pressing, and I need to be obedient and speak what I've been told to speak about. So, the first thing I will say is this: Ecclesiastes 2:13. Then I saw that wisdom excelleth folly, as far as light excelleth darkness. Did you hear me on that? Then I saw that wisdom excelleth folly, comma, as far as light excelleth darkness, coming from Solomon himself. The trickery of the Masons is very clear, you guys. Very, very clear. It is good as evil. Evil is good. Light is dark. Dark is light. So when you have your light on, you're really sitting in the dark. They're just so mental. But anyways, the next thing that I was led to read, and I just kept hearing it over and over, and it matches up perfectly with, I'm going to explain that in a second, but it matches up perfectly with Revelation 6. It's crazy, and it's about Nahum. I kept hearing that yesterday. Nahum, go to Nahum. So we're getting ready to do that, but so here we go. How beautiful upon the mountains are the feet of him that bringeth good tidings, that publisheth peace, that bring good tidings of good, that publisheth salvation, that saith unto Zion, thy God reigneth. Thy watchmen shall lift up the voice, with the voice together shall they sing, for they shall see eye to eye, when the Lord shall bring again Zion. And that is from Isaiah 52, 7 through 9. Okay, so now to the stuff that I was told about. This is the part that's pressing that I need to read and I need to announce. Call it what you will. Call it prophesying. Many of us are doing it. I am ordered as a child of God. I am appointed a preacher, an apostle, and a teacher, which is great, right? But we also have our other spiritual gifts. And I have been quiet for a very long time. And very, very, very long time. I keep a lot of my stuff to myself, and very few times that I did reach out to try to get help, to try and talk to somebody about things, boy, was the door just shut in my face. And I'm talking people that claim to be people that are out there and that are out there to help you if you have this kind of problem going on in your life. I was under severe spiritual attack. I got the door slammed in my face, except for by a few. I will say that. There were a few that did believe me, and there's a few that came over to my house and saw so with their own very two eyes. But let's not talk about me. I would like to elevate Christ and decrease myself. So here it is. I'm going to read it to you guys, and this is Nahum chapter 3. Woe to the bloody city! It is all full of lies and robbery. The prey departeth not. The noise of a whip, and the noise of the rattling of the wheels, and of the prancing horses, and of the jumping chariots. The horseman lifteth up both the bright sword and the glittering spear. And there is a multitude of slain, and a great number of carcasses. And there is none end of their corpses. They stumble upon their corpses because of the multitude of the whoredoms of the well-favored harlot, the mistress of witchcrafts, that selfish, ooh, the kitty just scratched me, sorry guys, that selfish nations through her whoredoms and families through her witchcrafts. Behold, I am against thee, saith the Lord of hosts, and I will discover thy skirts upon thy face, and I will show the nations thy nakedness, and thy kingdoms thy shame. And I will cast abominable filth upon thee, and make thee vile, and will set thee up as gazing stock. And it shall come to pass that they all look upon thee, which shall flee from thee, and say, Nineveh is laid waste. Who will bemoan her? When shall I seek comforters for thee? Oh my goodness, I cannot believe they're even talking about Nineveh right here. Wow. Art thou better than Populus? No, that was situate among the rivers that had the waters round about it, whose rampart was the sea, and her wall was from the sea. Ethiopia and Egypt were her strength, and it was infinite. Put the Lubin where thy helpers. Oh, sorry. Put and Lubin were thy helpers. Yet she was carried away. She went into captivity. Her young children also were dashed in pieces at the top of all the streets, and they were cast lots for her honorable men, and all her great men were bound in chains. Thou also shalt be drunken, thou shalt be hid, thou shalt also seek strength because of the enemy. Also thy strongholds shall be like fig trees with the first striped figs, and they shall be shaken. They shall even fall into the mouth of the eater. Behold, thy people in the midst of thee are women. The gates of thy land shall be set wide open unto thine enemies. The fire shall devour thy bars. Draw thee waters for the siege. Fortify thy strongholds. Go into clay, and tread the mortar, and make strongeth the bricketh. There shall the fire devour thee. The sword shall cut thee off. It shall eat thee up like the cankerworm. Make thyself many as the cankerworm. Make thyself many as the locusts. Thou have multiplied thy merchants above the stars of the heaven. The cankerworm spoileth and flieth away. Thy crowned are as the locusts, and thy captains as the great grasshoppers, which camp in the hedges in the cold day. But when the sun ariseth, they flee away, and their place is not known where they are. Thy shepherds slumber, O king of Assyria. Thy nobles shall dwell in the dust. Thy people is scattered upon thy mountains, and no man gathereth them. There is no healing of thy bruise. Thy wound is grievous. All that hear the bruit of thee shall clap their hands, the clans over thee. For upon whom hath not thy wickedness passed continually? And so this has to do with the Middle East and Damascus. I feel like Damascus is going to be destroyed. And I feel like also, you guys, I had a dream when I was 21 years old. It was back in 1990. And I remember I was in this house. I lived in Madison, Wisconsin. I lived in this house. And I looked out. It was called the Round House. It was a round circular building, the high rise. I lived on the top floor. And I ended up looking out, and I saw these red missiles coming, and I knew it was Russia. Right away in my mind, I was told that Russia had put missiles and bombed us, and it was coming in. Well, I saw them all like fly off in other directions and land, and basically I remember that I floated to the ceiling, and then I came back down, and I was making microwave popcorn. Crazy, right? And I ended up trying to get my microwave popcorn out, and realized that the elevators didn't work. Nothing worked. I had to go down the stairs. Everybody had gone nuts. When I went outside, there was piles of garbage everywhere. And this woman ran up to a man and lit his hair on fire, and his whole head went poof, like it was like his whole hair, all of his hair. And he was running, and I just ran, and I was running over what seemed like mountains and mountains of garbage, you guys. And the thing about it was I came to a door, and this door opened, and I went in, and there was a slide, and I got on the slide, and I ended up like just flowing through the slide, and it was all white and bright and lit up. And I will never forget this. Being 21 years old, there was a black man playing the piano. It was all lit up when I got in there, and everybody was singing hymns, and they were all singing, and they were all welcoming me like they'd known me forever. And that was when I was 21, and I'm 52 now. And so I am completely dedicated to doing what I'm supposed to do and being obedient. And that is the main thing. And I just wanted to say that thank you for listening, and I hope you guys join me again.